Hello everyone, MUFS here to welcome you to the 111th episode of Starfield. In the last episode we went to Gender's Rest. Today we are going to save Kisrani. She's been attacked as we know. So let's try to save the woman. Let's see where she is. She's going to meet people outside in a public, right? You are?
You're back. Did you uncover anything at Jandar's Rest?
What's with the armed guard?
I had an inkling I was being followed, so I asked for a security detail to protect me.
Your life is in danger. Mujin Kadik may be sending an assassin.
Mujin? Does this mean he's the supply thief? Are you sure?
There's more to it, but yes, they're involved.
Then I may be walking into an ambush, seeing as Mujin's the one who organized this meeting and supplied my security detail. The meeting takes place inside the Halls of Obedience. Will you watch my back?
Gladly. Why the Halls of Obedience?
I want to avoid innocents being caught in the crossfire. If this is what I think it is, then let's be extra cautious.
Why don't I just kill them now?
I don't know if we have enough evidence. If we're the aggressors here, it may be harder to prove. Let's wait for them to make the first move.
Good point. I've got you covered.
Thank you. Okay, let's walk.
For the sake of our people, always.
Then may the great serpent
For House Malene!
watch over.
I will bleed you through.
Extra ammunition is always welcome
Yup,
if they have any.
it is always welcome. Kisrani?
Jinan, bless you. I would not have survived that if you hadn't been here.
You don't have a lot of things without me. A beating heart for one.
I suppose humor is welcome at a time like this. And you are not wrong. In any case, now is not the time to dawdle. Our next move must be to arrest Mujin.
Why wait? Isn't this enough to arrest him?
I am of House Dul'kehf. We are meticulous to a fault. Before we move in, I want to make sure we have opened every closet, looked into every crack.
What about the slate I found at Gender's Rest? Should I give it to you?
No, it's safer in your hands. And when it comes time for the trial, I want you to deliver it. You're the only impartial person involved in this case. And besides, you did the legwork. You deserve the honor of submitting it.
What concerns do you have with arresting Mujin?
He's a prominent member of another noble house. I'm slightly concerned about the optics of this. Some may say we are trying to shift the balance of power, and so to move forward, our evidence must be ironclad.
Let's do it.
Thank you. This assassin's attempt will help our case, but we still need evidence tying him to Mujin. If you have time, check his office. There may be information connecting him to this individual.
Anything else I should investigate?
Yes, as a matter of fact. The bodies of the assassins. They may offer more clues. I'll have security look them over also, but if their ranks have been infiltrated, I'd rather you inspect them first.
I can do that.
Good. Our case must be ironclad given whom we are accusing. Regardless, he must answer for aiding the Zealots and the murder of my cousin. Give me until the coming dawn, and I will summon the relevant parties to my office. Mark my words. We will bring him to justice with all three noble houses as witness.
Sure. I will search these bodies. We don't have much over here, do we? Some books that I don't want to take. Okay, let me look at this place. Okay, we have two options. This optional, and yeah, that's it. I'm going to search House Kadik for evidence for sure.
Great serpent. Oh, great serpent.
Oh, great servant.
If you require aid,
It is optional. Okay. So, yeah, I am going to search House Kadik. I'll have to take this one. Okay. Then you are going to be needed over here. You here, you here. Are we clear? I believe so. Okay, the accident. It had been taking my morning walk. I had been taking my morning walk when it happened. There was a great rumble from the scaled citadel, followed by a flash of blinding light. I thought it was a clash of thunder and lightning, until I realized the order was reversed. I turned around to find myself face to face with a wall of vortex, and half the city vanished in a cosmic blink. I panicked, scrambling home to House Gadik. I remembered the cascading sense of relief and dread as I saw my home was intact, but others were not. I imagine there are stories like mine all over Dezra, and perhaps when this is all over, there will be time to document them. For now, here are mine. Denial of transfer, Oshim Sharon. I have rejected the transfer of Oshim Sharon back to Dezra. I worry about the effect that may have on his psyche, but the mission takes priority. From the day we are asked to slaughter our growths, we learn the lesson that the collective comes first. So while it pains me greatly to withhold the truth about his parents, I must do what's necessary for the sake of House Varun. All must serve. Oshim's return. It seems one of my operatives will be returning to Dezra against my wishes. The authorization has been approved on medical grounds, which I find spacious. but I will make do. Explaining the situation with his family will be difficult, but as a professional, I think he will empathize with my decision. If nothing else, a man with his skill set should not be put out to pasture. Much needs doing in the city still, and having him as my ward will be a boon to House Gardic. I will seek Elder Razma's approval to adopt him. Workforce issues. The accident has left us scrambling to revive the city. In hindsight, I am thankful for Oshim's return, as we need every person we can get. I've suspended most of my duties at the Ministry of Conjunction to focus on the effort here to revive the city. Oshim's skills as a spy will be useful as we explore every option. I think I have a proposal, but I will need to meet with my colleagues in the Ministry of State and Commerce to discuss it further. Oshim Gardic. We have officially adopted Oshim Gardic into House Gardic. It's a proud day for all of us. I've set him up with a computer in the dormitory area with the other lower house members. Based on the work he'll be doing for us, we'll need it password protected, even from his own cousins. Unfortunately, I could not get approval from the elders to accept his sister into the family. She does not meet the standard to become a member of the house, and if one cannot serve, they must grow as a person until they can. Let's unlock this one. I need one of you, right? No can do. Okay. Yeah, my bad. Come on. Meeting. I have received a slate from Oshim that I'll need to meet with the contacts at their hideout directly. I do wish they had chosen a less conspicuous name than that of the exiled one. In any case, there is concern the supply shipments will stop due to House Dul'kehf's meddling, so I'll need to assuage their fears that the operation will continue once the chaos in Dazra has settled. Unfortunately, Oshim has chosen a rather peculiar time to disappear, when he should be the liaison between myself and the HM, but the matter is pressing enough that I'll need to go directly and show proof I am the supplier they have been dealing with. I have talked to the crew and the cortege is ready to go, but I should meet with Kisrani first to gather more intel on the progress of the investigation.
If the system is protected, there will hopefully be valuable data.
Right. So, wait for Kisrani to gather representatives for the trial. Let's do that. We are not gonna be able to do much, right? It looks like we are stuck over here unless we move into something else. Locate continual. Look at a planet with continual conductor geophysics. Locate Kisios. Let's try to do this one if we can. Okay. Let's take off.
I can't wait to see the stars up close again.
Catnip. Orbit reached.
So what do we have here? Let's do the mission. This is Alpha Andraste. Yeah, this is the one we are gonna go. Go jump. Done. So what are we looking at? What are we looking at? Do we land somewhere over here? Let's land over here.
Ready for touchdown.
For your survey mission, look for landmark, life signs, and hazard map icon using your scanner. These locations can be spread far and wide, so explore and use the scanner frequently to find them. Boost the scanner's range by starting an outpost and building a scanner booster. Oh man, I have to build an outpost. Let's see. I am not ready for this kind of missions. I'm not ready, but looks clear to me. I might not do this mission. Instead, I'll
taking you down.
everyone's inside. Let's move inside then.
Oh, I'm gonna find you.
Well, I'm here.
There you are. Not worth it.
Well, I've been into this kind of places many days ago while I was exploring. I sure explored these places, but I can meet with Kisrani. No, come on. I wanted to take the battleism.
That is simply the best start to a day that one could ask for.
Sure, babe. I'll take whatever I need, then I'll move into Rani's mission. I believe she is ready to talk. She have already gathered, at least that is what my mission board says. But let me collect things from here. Then I can move along.
Profit is never
Delgado's
necessarily the
directive.
aim, but if there is something worth taking.
These are the things that kept me alive all this time. I have merged into places like this, and they gave me a lot of things that I would glad to have. Anyway, let's move into our business. Let's do this one. Who's this? Jinan? Anasko. Anasko is walking around. Anasko!
I pray that the great serpent.
Borhall and Amila are angry.
Not a blessing that we have lost.
Okay, we are back here again.
I do hope
Hells
this
of
thing
healing.
being built will be
Just trying to survive one more day.
never end.
Radiology. Okay. You're gonna be over here.
You've been busy, Harbinger.
Yep. I've been busy, alright. In fact, I'm on my way to have you arrested.
Choose your words carefully. Convert or not, you're still an outsider, which is just a stone's throw away from trespasser. But before you proceed into that room, I must ask, do you have the proof you need? Is it solid?
Yeah, you're going to jail for a long time.
You must be confident to make such an accusation. And my intel says you came back with a slate in hand. I imagine the contents of which are damning. So let us speak frankly for a moment, if we may.
I so want to say whatever you want to sell me, I am not buying. But let's listen to him. I'm listening.
I've been thinking about the events of the past few days, and I have some thoughts. The speed at which things have unraveled, it makes me wonder how much of this outcome has been orchestrated. Of course, I am not denying my role in all this. Yes, I approved to have the supplies rerouted. And yes, I ordered that they be directed to the zealots. But the murders, the violence, these were not directives I had ordered. If I am guilty of anything, it's being a rubber stamp.
Sure. What do you mean a rubber stamp?
I offered to provide her a security detail, but I had arranged the assignment through my ward, Okim. In fact, even my work with the zealots was all done through him.
Why help the zealots when Dazra is in need?
Because we are all in need. Everyone was affected by the accident, including the people here. And if we are to reintegrate House Malene, we need to show them our aid isn't contingent on our abundance. How would it look if the moment our supplies had diminished, we kept them all for ourselves?
Does the leadership in House Kadik know about this?
No. I have kept my actions separated from both Razma and Jimal. My goal was to inform them once I had something more concrete. That all went out the door once Dul'kehf caught wind of the missing shipments.
So you admit to helping the zealots?
I admit that I was presented an opportunity and took advantage of it. A handful of supply shipments are a meager exchange for an entire clan of allies. United with House Malene, we can rebuild Dazra as the industrial and military force it was during the Serpent's Crusade. Which is why I ask that you listen to my proposal. Let me go. Allow me to continue my efforts discreetly for the betterment of House Va'ruun.
Only 10,000? If I let you go, who will take the fall for the murder?
I have a ward, Okim, who I've used to keep myself separated from this operation, and also serves as the perfect suspect. I'll arrange for him to conveniently disappear. While loyal, it's better for us both if he isn't available for questioning.
What happens to Gender's Rest if I agree to your terms?
We'll have to burn that location regardless. I imagine Tavina has likely sent her inquisitors to clear the place anyway. I trust you'll understand if I don't reveal the location of their next hideout.
Let you go. I didn't realize you were a comedian, Mujin.
Your flippant attitude only gives me more conviction. You only see what's in front of you, and not the big picture.
Please. You made no grand gesture. You violated the law and aided those who want us dead.
I don't know what evidence you've gathered, but without anything concrete, it's your word against mine. We shall see which one carries more weight.
Kisrani,
Thank you all for coming. I think we can all agree that the charges for this crime are quite serious. Theft of supplies, aiding the zealots, and the murder of my cousin. Which is why it comes with great shock that evidence points to a member of House Kadik as the thief.
Based on what evidence? House Kadik does not deal in trade. Your house does.
I would not be making this claim without sufficient cause, nor is House Dul'kehf the bearer of this information. Harbinger, the floor is yours.
Let's give the slate and say Mujin is guilty. This should be proof that Mujin Kadik is responsible for the stolen supplies.
This slate lists you by name, Envoy. What do you have to say for yourself?
Is this what you called me to your office for, Kisrani? This is an absolute disgrace to your department.
You haven't answered my question, Mujin.
Nor should I have to. A single slate, which I might add is likely fabricated, is not enough to prove anything.
Let's talk about Mujin's computer. There is also evidence on his computer that backs up the slate.
Is that so, Mujin? Or do you deny the words you yourself wrote?
I absolutely deny it. My computer has obviously been tampered with. This is clearly not enough evidence to even consider me a suspect.
Oh, you didn't know. We have piles of evidence, ship departure records, signatures, the works. And of course the kicker. Kisrani's would-be assassin.
Security has identified him as Okim Kadik.
Well, that's your ward, Mujin.
In fact, if I were you, Envoy, I would think long and hard about submitting to the guard peacefully. Given the severity of your crimes, the captain has the authority to do it by force.
Do they ever go
I will
silently?
cooperate, but this is by no means an admission. And make no mistake, the three of you will pay for this insult.
Yeah, sure.
Make all the threats you want, Envoy. My decision is made. Guard, take him away.
As you command, Executor.
I have to wrap up the case. Okay, sure.
I appreciate you backing me up on this one. Warden Vithal had brought some evidence linking Mujin to the crime, but it's your evidence that makes me feel confident we can convict. All told, I'm extremely grateful. Ukaru was family, and I would not have been able to rest if I knew the thief had not been brought to justice.
Will there be any blowback from arresting Mujin?
It's a well-known secret that Mujin was not a popular member of House Kadik. I suspect he may have operated independently, and Elder Razma will likely deny any involvement.
Where will Mujin be taken?
The guard will move him to lockup. You can visit him if you like, so long as he cooperates. A grim reality is, it's unlikely he will be there long. Aiding the zealots is a crime punishable by death. There are typically no exceptions. Add to that the murder of a state official and, well, he'll be lucky if his death is swift.
It was my pleasure.
My thanks are yours. You had no personal stake in solving my cousin's murder, yet you did so with diligence and aplomb. For that, you will be well rewarded.
I've also handed over everything we have at House Vithal regarding the case. Who knows what other crimes we can uncover while poring over the evidence.
I'll take this up with the captain of the guard. After that, our part in all of this is done. Jinan grace you for taking on this investigation. You've done a great service for House Varun and for Dazra. And on a personal note, I want to extend my gratitude for avenging my cousin's murder. With the accident and all that's going on, I haven't really had time to grieve, but closing this case might help me start that process. So for that, I thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so we have finished this mission as well. Took us a while, right? Okay. I hope no one's gonna. Thanks for not saying anything. And we are done over here.
May the great serpent guide
It's
you.
asking me to
And
go
the rest of us.
and hey, you look very scary. It's asking me to go to the ship. I'm sure because of this one. There are 3 survey missions which I don't want to do. Path of Redemption I want to do after we do this skilled citadel thing, but that has to be in the next episode, because I know this mission, this episode is going to be a short one, but I will be doing that mission in the next episode. So here
the Ministry of State executed Varric the Fall as a traitor. We must all remember our duty to root out heresy, even now.
Here we started a few weeks back in last year, and this is what we are gonna do in the next episode when we continue. So that's it for this episode. If you're not a sub, please consider subscribing, because that is my fuel. And while you subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. If you liked the video, don't forget to press the thumbs up button, and if you did not, well, in that case you can press the thumbs down button, which I will highly urge you not to do. I hope to see you guys in the next episode, where we continue the main mission of this Dazra. The sole reason we stepped our foot inside Dazra and helped Varun. So I hope to see you guys there. Till then, stay safe, take care, and bye bye. MUFS signing off.